Dun, 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 dun. I think this is like... Is that just the boss key?
That is the boss key.
Oh, okay.
It's in the same chest every time. So you can always know. Alright, so... Got the boss key. Now, we go up these stairs. What else could they possibly throw at us? Son of a biscuit!
Salt and pepper, that's what they can throw at you. That's what I've always thought of them as.
Yep. So, the way I deal with this room usually is, I deal with them one at a time.
Oh, well, a man takes them head on at the same time.
Yeah.
Or an
How
idiot
dumb do you
who
think
doesn't
I
know how
am?
to do the one at a time thing, so, you know, there's that.
Yeah, you can activate them one at a time by shooting them with an arrow from a distance.
Yeah, I usually just walk on up
So-
and then they both start, and then I have to fight both at the same time.
No, even if you get right next to them, they don't actually attack until you attack them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
So that's how I figured out the arrow trick.
Oh, Mr.
And
Salt
with the big
went down.
Goron sword, they don't take... What?
Said Mr. Salt went down. Mr. Salt, Mrs. Pepper, Blue's Clues. Hey, you should have been wearing the blue tunic.
Yeah.
That would have been way funnier.
Yeah, well, you should have said something when I walked in the room. Now it's too late.
True that. Oh, well. You know, missed
Alright.
opportunities happen. I mean, look at, like, the entire sequel trilogy.
Of Star Wars?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so that had the boss lock on it. But there are other doors I can go through. That one opens. I'm gonna see if I can restore my magic real quick. Arrows. I'll take that. I haven't mentioned the music that's playing in the background. It is a remix of Agonim's theme from Link to the Past, played on a pipe organ.
Huh.
The reason I'm bringing it up now is because we're actually going to see what it's coming from when we get to the top of this tower. And we are almost there. This is the boss room, but we're not actually in the boss battle area yet.
We haven't hit the certain trigger. You gotta
Once we
love
go
the
up these
cathedral
stairs
look
with the
up
red
stairs
carpet.
Here.
That reminds me, there's one more thing I want to equip. And it's this. And I have to equip this. Well, I'm gonna...
Probably gonna hear a buzz.
Now that I have
I'm
that
sorry.
equipped. What?
I said in my recording you're probably gonna hear a buzz. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, my phone buzzed a couple times now. I'm using my phone for that. Alright. You're the one doing the voice of Ganondorf.
You don't want to just use the stuff I already sent you?
I probably will, but do your best anyway.
Okay.
Oh no, Zelda! What are you doing to my girlfriend?
So cool.
So yeah, the music playing in the background was Ganondorf playing a pipe organ all this time.
Oh, by the way, his music actually heals your hearts, apparently. Because he's so good
I
at
know.
playing the organ. The Triforce parts are resonating. They are combining into one again. The two Triforce parts that I could not capture on that day 7 years ago. I didn't expect they would be hidden within you two. Oh wait, too early. And now finally, all the Triforce parts have gathered here. These toys are too much for you. I command you return them to me.
Link, I can't help you. Because of the waves of darkness, I can't get close. I'm sorry, Link. Ah, well, it is what it is. You just have to deal with it.
I am the great
Alright,
king of
so
evil, Ganondorf.
here is the showdown with the King of Evil. So,
Hope you guys like
first off, it
Wii
starts as a
tennis.
game of Dead Man's Volley. You get him to hit himself with that, and then shoot him with a light arrow. You can use the long shot to shoot across to him.
No way.
And then you can use the long shot to get away quickly.
What? You can do that against
That
the
I
walls?
learned quick. What?
So you can do that against
Yeah,
the walls?
Yeah, I learned that recently too.
Are
But
we sure that's
just
in the
as
original
with every
64
other
version?
version of Dead Man's Volley, I was too late. Just like with every other version of Dead Man's Volley, you can use an empty bottle to return that back to him.
You know what?
That started with A Link to the Past, and they put that Easter egg and
play with just empty bottles. Empty bottles of beer or something. I don't care. Use Coke bottles.
well, every Zelda game that features both empty bottles and Dead Man's Volley, you can do this in. It's an Easter egg for Link to the Past that is in every Zelda.
I thought
that-
with A Link to
you-
the
that,
Past, though,
It was
It was
a
a
bug in A
fishnet.
Link to the Past, and every other one, it's an Easter egg referring to A Link to the Past.
yeah. I kind of wish Twilight Princess did this sort of thing. I mean, like, I know that they had, like, you could distract him with a fishing net, but that's not nearly as interesting.
I think you actually can do this in Twilight Princess in the battle with possessed Zelda.
Huh?
I think you actually can in Twilight Princess in the first stage of that battle.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
I think I've done it.
Well, if I ever get my Twilight Princess Let's Play back up and running, I definitely gotta try that.
Now, another way you can do the getting across to hit Ganondorf is by using the hover boots, but it's not as fast.
No, it's not.
Well, now that I've
That is
used the bottle to
jumping
show you
over.
can do that, I'm going to do this legitimately again. Because this is a lot quicker.
Yeah, it really is. The other option that you do have is to jump over, but yeah, you might miss your opportunity because most of the platforms are actually too far from the middle there to actually make a clean jump. So you actually have to get it just right from like one of the corners of where you're standing. I just played the 3D. I was helping my son with his boss battle in the 3D version, and so
You learned some
literally
things
the
about
long
the-
shot trick would have like just helped me so much that day.
Yeah, I was going to say, you've learned a lot about this battle here, haven't you?
Yeah.
Damn it. I missed. Now, if
By the way,
he'll do the thing I want him to do, I got something else I want to show.
his cape.
There it is.
His cape gets damaged.
Yeah, you don't have to do the spin attack there. You don't have to do the spin attack there. You can just forego the sword altogether and just shoot a light arrow at him.
Yeah, I knew
Be
that.
done with it. Okay. But if you let him complete that... Go ahead.
What? Oh yeah.
Your voice.
The great evil King Ganondorf, beaten by this kid. Link. If I can't live, no one lives. That's it! Everyone dies!
Funnily enough, that sounds like both Ganondorf and Vegeta there.
My voice is starting to hurt because of my Ganondorf voice, so I'm trying to, like, not kill me.
I told you, do Jeremy Irons. That's how I did it.
I don't... Oh, yeah, him. Okay. I don't know how to do
Scar
his
from
voice.
The Lion King.
I'm surrounded by idiots.
Ganondorf. Pitiful man. Without a strong, righteous mind, he could not control the power of the gods, and... Link, listen to me. This tower will collapse soon. With his last breath, Ganondorf is trying to crush us in the ruins of his tower. We need to hurry and escape. Please follow me. Okay. So now we have 3 minutes to escape, but if we get too far away from her, she will just stop. Because she'll think we're too far behind, even if we're way too far ahead. I've done that to see what happens, and she does not keep up with you if you run too far ahead. You have to stay with her. So, in other words, this is an escort mission.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's honestly just like...
As far as I can remember, this is the only escort
You're
mission
not
in the
going
game.
to know where she's gonna go. So I feel like the game
Yeah.
should, like, be able to tell.
Yeah, it should be able to have you just go ahead and meet her there.
Yeah. Because, like,
And as
your
far as
first-
I know,
your
this is
first
the
time
only
player, you're
escort
gonna
mission.
Follow her, right? But if you're a veteran player, then you can, like, run ahead of her and at least
Save
get to
time?
the spot before she does.
Yeah, and as far as I can tell, this is the only escort mission in the game. So, like,
So, like,
why put it here of all places? Why put if you're gonna have an escort mission? Why have it as part of the final boss?
I can never actually hit that platform right, so I like jump and then she like gasps every time.
Do you have any idea how many times I've actually played this game?
A lot. Probably a lot more than I have. Probably a lot more than I have, because like a lot of the stuff that you're doing I didn't even know about until today.
His bones didn't disappear, which means if I don't kill this guy quickly, he'll respawn.
Yeah, I hate that. There's been I don't remember.
There's only two of those.
One of the times I
There's only two or
how to kill
three.
those things very well.
Yeah, I had to learn because those guys kept respawning and wasting my freaking time.
Yeah, exactly. Oh,
And there's only like one or two other areas where
she always like takes it.
Yeah, you can't
second
avoid
to
that.
gasp, and then she just keeps walking because she's like, "Oh, okay, you're okay." Sure. Why not?
Yeah.
Whatever.
you can't avoid jumping there.
Yeah.
So
Don't you wish there was like just like one more Iron Knuckle battle in this tower, just as a final? FU?
no. I am perfectly content with the number of Iron Knuckles in this game. I mean, there were actually more Iron Knuckles in the Master Quest version, and that's why I'm so. That's why I so vividly remember the. Crap!
Yeah, this part's also so annoying because they just waste your time.
Yeah.
The ruin of so many.
But that's why I so vividly remember the Spirit Temple, or the Spirit Room in Ganon's Tower, is because you have to use the Iron Knuckle, make it smash something with its axe in the room. So they have a switch that'll spawn another one if you kill it by accident, well, before destroying what you needed to by manipulating it. So technically there are, in the Master Quest version of the game, there are infinite Iron Knuckles in Ganon's castle. If you just keep killing them and then spawning another, killing it again, spawning it, killing it, spawning it, killing it.
Wow. This was
which has
so
really dark
cool
implications
back,
if you
like,
know about the Gerudos
almost
inside.
30 years ago now. I mean, like, this was really impressive to see, just to see this thing collapse in on itself like that. In a realistic for the time way.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to actually build my own game, and
now this is
I'm
laughable.
blown away. I'm still blown away by this because I can't actually do that in my game. I haven't figured out how to do that yet. And I'm sure there is a shortcut for everything. There are shortcuts to make everything happen.
Mm-hmm.
It's over. It's finally over.
I love how this debris looks nothing like what just happened.
Yeah, I know. That always bothered me.
Yeah,
Link,
even as a kid, I was like, why is that?
Link, I'm sorry I couldn't.
You can
Link,
read
I'm
it.
sorry
I
I
was
couldn't
going
help
to
you in the
comment
battle
on
before.
Navi's little thing here. Oh, Navi, you were never help.
I mean, even even Miyamoto hated Navi. Did you know that?
No, but that's funny. All in all, she's not.
Navi was a mistake.
She's not nearly as bad as like Fi.
The owl.
Yeah, even the owl. I find her less annoying than the owl in this game.
I've been very vocal about that through this Let's Play.
Yep.
Anyway, we haven't been commenting on what's going on. Ganondorf's still alive. He's transforming into Ganon. He's not yet Calamity Ganon, if he ever does become Calamity Ganon, but this is Ganon in his strongest form. He's thrown away reason to become a monster, and oh boy, that is something I use in my writings. This isn't my only hobby.
There's no way he's gonna hold me back again. This time, we fight together.
What if he sends
That was
those
very
purple
close
waves
to my
at you
twin
again,
wolf.
Navi? What then?
Okay, so what I usually do is I lock onto him, walk through his legs, and they switched my sword on me.
I think
I walk
they
through
cut
his
that
legs.
ability out in the 3D version because I'm not able to do that. I'm not able to pull that off. I have to like either roll under his legs or try to get around him.
I have had no problem doing that.
In 3D version? Really?
Yeah. Yeah. I'll show you next time I have you over.
Alright.
But I've not had to change up my way of battling Ganon at all. Anyway, again, because we're not narrating what's going on, Ganon knocked the Master Sword out of Link's hand, so he has to fight without it. So,
Obviously.
if you don't have the big Goron sword, there are actually two ways of doing this. The first is what I've been doing, the big Goron sword. Actually, there's three ways. Big Goron sword is the way you do if you played the game like I did. The second way, the way the game recommends, is using the Megaton hammer instead of the sword. But what you could do instead, and it's really stupid that you can do this.
It's always the unassuming ones.
Yeah. Ganon's tail is hurt by Deku Nuts of all things.
It has to be visible though. But yeah, it's totally awesome that, you throw a couple nuts at it.
I actually knocked him down with Deku Nuts.
How does that make you feel?
I knocked him
Ganon?
down with freaking Deku Nuts. Okay, so you can't tell me that doesn't work. So, once he's down, the flames will go down, you can get the Master Sword back, and I learned the hard way that you have to finish the battle with the Master Sword.
Yeah.
Jump attack does double damage. Now I can use my shield to defend. He will not hurt me again.
The game
So I
literally
just
will
continue
not
the
let
battle
you
like
beat
I
it
have.
unless you, do the
Yeah.
last bit with Master Sword. You can weaken him a bit more with the Goron sword, but that last hit has to be with the Master Sword.
Yeah, I figured that out when trying to get my brother to finish the game. he kept trying to use the Goron sword because I thought that by final hit it meant just what's about to happen in a minute. But nothing was happening. He sat there for 3 hours trying to get to this point, and nothing was happening with the Goron sword. When he switched to the Master Sword, one hit and he went down.
Yeah.
So that's when I figured out that you had to use the Master Sword. I'm using my power to hold the evil king. You use your sword and deliver the final blow. Alright, so there's no particular attack that you have to use. Now that the Master Sword is glowing a funky color, as the person who taught me to play this game said. Just walk up to him, you can target him, you don't have to. You can use a spin attack, you can use the jump attack, vertical slice, horizontal slice, spin attack. All you have to do is just attack with your sword, and it's over.
Either way, it does that.
It's finally over. For real this time.
What a bunch of
It has been a very long road.
Blood there.
Yeah. Yeah.
6 sages
It has
now.
been a very...
Shine.
It has been a very long... It has been a very long road getting here. It's taken a long time, but...
Ancient creators of Hyrule. Now open the sealed door and send the evil incarnation of darkness into the void of the evil realm. I don't know what voice that was. Use your shine sprite. I don't know. Use your soul spirit. Use the power
Trying
of
to think
color
of a Pokemon move that could work there.
create white.
I'm
to suck in evil. I don't know.
Well, I mean, white is the presence of all color.
Right?
Unless
So
I'm
is
mixing
black.
it with black again. One is the presence, the other is the absence.
Curse you, Zelda! Curse you, sages! And curse you, Link. Someday, when the seal is broken, that is when I will exterminate your descendants. If they have any. But that's another story. I am under the personal belief that only Zelda has descendants from this game. And then basically the Triforce of Courage goes and screws off for like a millennia until another hero arises, basically. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. All right.
I mean, there's always Malon, but these two don't end up together.
Thank you, Link. Thanks to you, Ganondorf has been sealed inside the evil realm. Thus, peace will once again reign in this world for a time. All the tragedy that has befallen Hyrule was my doing. I was so young, I could not comprehend the consequences of trying to control the sacred realm. When did this come up? When did this happen?
Well, she wasn't trying to control it, but she kind of was, because she was trying to make the sacred realm seal Ganon away preemptively by herself, basically. I mean, she did have Link, but, you know, she didn't quite get the fact that you had to have the 7 sages to do this also.
Yeah, but it's not like she's taken responsibility for everything Ganondorf did from the moment he stepped into the sacred realm to get that Triforce. She's saying that she did all that.
Well, guess what? Maybe this is Hilda. Canon now.
Yeah, well,
it's
that's
Hilda.
a complete.
Just kidding.
That's a completely different game,
Yeah, I know.
and I believe a completely different timeline.
No, well,
I'm not.
No, because this
100%.
is where the timeline splits.
Yeah, and the hero was victorious.
Oh yeah, that was the hero defeated timeline. So we're already
Exactly.
on a different timeline, aren't we?
Yes. So
We're in the Wind Waker one right now.
Yeah. I dragged you into it, too.
Damn straight you did. But it was fun. Really good game.
Now it is time for me to make up for my mistakes. You must lay the Master Sword to rest and close the door of time.
But I like this sword.
However, by doing this, the road between times will be closed.
But you're so pretty.
Link, give the ocarina to me. Okay, so I have just one question about what's about to happen.
What's that?
As a sage, I can return you to your original time with it.
How the hell?
Where
Majora's
did
Mask
Link
hasn't
pull that
happened
ocarina
yet.
from?
What are you talking about? This is lore breaking. 1 out of 10. This game ruined my childhood.
My question was, where did Link pull that ocarina from?
Oh, he has a pouch.
When peace returns to Hyrule,
I always thought it was like the cartoon
it'll be
Zelda
time for
where,
us
you
to
know,
say
like
goodbye.
items shrink and grow and he has to call up.
Yeah, but if you
on
pay
them, you know
attention
what I
to what
mean?
Link actually does, he pulls the ocarina up without actually reaching in anywhere. So
It
that's
will be
the
time
source
for
of
us
my
to
confusion.
say goodbye.
Now go home, Link. Regain your lost time.
You're drunk.
Home. Where you are supposed to be. The way you are supposed to be.
Go home, Link. You're drunk.
Well, after a fight like that, I would imagine he'd go out for drinks to celebrate.
Booze.
Oh, wait, he's 17. He's too young.
No, I can't drink, Zelda. We can go out for drinks or something. I don't know.
Well, I guess with... Thank you, Link. Goodbye. I guess if he has Zelda's permission to drink, I guess that makes that law moot, but... Now we're getting into a whole different territory.
Right.
Anyway, end credits. Opinions of the game. Go.
Really fantastic, great game, but it's really hard to go back to after Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
That is my current
you-
hot take.
If
Breath
you
of the
if
Wild,
you watched my
like, I've said
series,
this plenty of times anytime I have to talk about the game. It's basically what Ocarina of Time used to be to many gamers. It's like particularly me. You know, Breath of the Wild even has like some of the same art style that Ocarina of Time does, and you know, just the wide open space, you know, of Hyrule. You know, this game was so big back in its day. Just in terms of like world size and not just popularity. And you know, once I grew up, I started realizing how small this game actually kind of is. And you know, what about you?
well, if you've been watching my series, I've been re-experiencing this game again because it had been a while since I played it. And I thought, great first game to start my new channel on. It was one of the first games I ever actually owned. I didn't actually know how to play yet. I tried it out because I liked playing as Link in Super Smash Brothers, and I had both Ocarina of Time, the original gold cartridge, and Majora's Mask alongside it. And I had a quote-unquote friend who was a big Zelda fan, and he showed me how to play most of Ocarina of Time. And in return, I actually ended up showing him how to play Majora's Mask, funnily enough.
That's cool.
But this friend also made me not want to play Ocarina of Time for a while, and actually made me sell both of my Zelda games because he was a complete jerk, and I actually have a permanently injured leg because of him. So it kind of soured my opinion on it. But years later, I got my hands on another one of those original gold cartridges, which...
And it didn't work.
my brother peed on it.
What? You cut off there.
My brother peed on it.
I'm assuming he was like really little.
Yeah, he was 3. He peed on the cartridge. He peed on my GameCube.
Dang.
He was 3.
That sucks.
So the gold cartridge I have now, it's actually right behind me in this room. And I'm borrowing an N64 from that same brother because he has 3 of them, so I can play it. But I'm not letting anyone touch it because I was lucky to find that. It's my 3rd one. I was lucky to find it. I ain't taking any chances with it.
All right. And I find it funny because
wanted-
you were like, I remember you really trying to get that thing to work with this Let's Play, but the GameCube didn't want to work. It was like, no, it was like literally
Not
the
the
game
GameCube,
cartridge just didn't want to work with the recording software. It was like, yeah, no.
Well,
no,
it ended up doing the same stuff without the recording software, so it was something with the cartridge.
Oh, that sucks. You might have to go get that checked in then, or checked out.
Yeah, and it ended up not even being the 64 either, because I borrowed all 3 of my brother's N64s, and I borrowed yours, and it did the same thing on all 4, with and without the recording software. But
Wow.
to actually get back to the topic of what I think of this game, I think it is a fantastic game. I think I would even say it's a masterpiece. I enjoy all of the content that was in it, and even stuff that was cut that there are hints of in there that I think I've pointed out here and there when I found it.
Yeah, one of my favorite aspects is actually going back and trying to find previous builds of this game. You know, for a while there, I went into like this deep rabbit hole of like, you know, the original Zelda 64 and stuff. That would have been so cool.
Yeah.
But, you know, I totally agree with you. You know, this game, you know, was definitely a masterpiece for its time.
It would create a hell of a lot of problems in the Zelda timeline years later, but they didn't know that when they made it.
No.
And I think that its immediate sequel was also a masterpiece, despite its various flaws.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think it's less so because, like, this is, despite, you know, the fact that I find this kind of hard to go back to and kind of boring nowadays, mostly because one part of it is because I've played it so much. The other part of, you know, the game has aged, and I'm not blind to that. But this is still my favorite Zelda game. Majora's Mask held the top spot for a while there, but I just kind of look back and I'm just like, I don't want to replay Majora's Mask. This game, I could see myself doing that once or twice again in my lifetime, you know?
Yeah. And that brings up a subject that I wanted to bring up here at the end. I have 2 announcements I want to make here now that we finished Ocarina of Time. The first is that I'm going to be doing a playthrough of Master Quest for my second channel, I will put a link to in this description of this episode so that you can watch it as I play.
Ooh.
My second channel is going to be a little different from this one in that I will be doing a lot less editing if I don't just straight up do live streams. And I will not be censoring myself like I have with this series. I will be completely uncensored. I will be completely unfiltered. I will be more myself than I have been for this. And the other announcement I am making is that I have other games in the works. The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess is on the list. It will see the light of day at some point. But this is not the end for this channel. Even though the words "the end" are on screen at this moment, this is not the end. There will be more of me to be seen.
That's awesome.
But with that being said, we have reached the end of this series. So with that being said, I'm going to end this video, and I will see you either in the next series or on my other channel. So this has been Dapper Cthulhu and my guest AxleMyth.
Yep.
and we
Check
will
out
see you.
my Let's Plays, if you will. Also, just a little bit of a plug here before we sign off. Wink, wink.
Yeah, I was about to. I was
AxleMyth
about to
Plays
say.
is where my Let's Plays are, and then
I
you
was
can
about
find,
to. I was about to say. I was.
my game reviews at my regular channel, AxleMyth.
I will put a link to his channels in the description as well, since he's here. I was going to say that as well. But we will see you on our various channels,
Yep,
is how I was going to end this.
Yep, see you
See
guys
you
later.
guys next time.